just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick my
Lagoon Radio.
Yes, this is Lagoon Radio. Good evening and welcome to Sports on Lagoon Radio, your number one online gospel radio in Nigeria and the official radio of the Anglican Diocese of Lagos, transmitting live from the Archbishop's Palace right here in Marina, Lagos. It's Monday. Yes, a beautiful one, a beautiful Monday evening, and from now till 5 p.m. we'll be giving you all the latest in the world of sports. I am Mr. Cardinal, welcoming you today, Monday the 20th day of June 2022, and of course I'm not alone in the studio. My strike partner is here. Yes, Kevin, good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening, Cardinal. Thanks for having me once again on the show.
Okay, Kevin, with Kevin, we'll be going through all the rest. What transpired yesterday at Canadian Grand Prix. Also, Amusan is breaking records all the way, and she has been tipped to win gold somewhere, and that bossing, that date has been confirmed. Also, we will also tell you that Naomi Osaka, yes, was going down in the Wimbledon Open. Yes, and where do we start? Okay, let's continue standing up for the champion.
One and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision.
Yes, you can join us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, yes, we are live. And also Twitter and Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng, and on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria. You can also join the conversation. Our lines are open. 08189, yes, 524 08189 524 That's the number to call in. Okay, let's start with the champion. Yes, and it was all about Max Verstappen. He won again, and also somebody picked himself up. Max Verstappen, he finished on the podium for the first time this year.
Cardinal, I think Max, you are going to say Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton, yes.
That's the first time he finished in pole position so far this season. I think he finished third,
yes,
behind Max Verstappen, which was the leader who won the race. Then Sainz,
Carlos
Sainz from I think it's Ferrari. I think Red Bull number 1, Ferrari number 2, then Lewis third and fourth, Mercedes third and fourth. I think a good one. I think we also have to give some accolade to Charles Leclerc. He started during the practice, started from the 19th position, and he managed to finish 5th position. That's a very, very good one for him. I think when I saw after the practice and I saw their performance and where they will be starting from, I had so much pity for him because I felt like, okay, fine, so I know obviously it would be very difficult for him to finish in the pole position, but at least I didn't expect him to finish 5th, but he tried. And good one for Max. I think Max, obviously, Cardinal, I think we are back to our discussion. Every time we come up with this Formula 1 issue, I'll still refer back to you. You said you're a diehard fan of Lewis
Hamilton.
Lewis is beginning to improve, but obviously, do you still believe Lewis can challenge for this? I'm pushing you are the host. I'm pushing it back.
No. Look at the way I see it. I don't see Lewis coming back, but I believe he can still put up a title challenge, not by coming close to Hamilton. Verstappen. Yeah. Verstappen has opened 49 lead gap against Charles Leclerc, and yes, is a very good encouragement for this guy Lewis Hamilton coming out, and the next race will be in Silverstone. Yes, and like it is said, he's not loved at Silverstone. But if he goes on to lose at Silverstone, if he didn't finish in the podium, it will spell a great disaster for him. But for me, this year is looking like Verstappen's year.
Since you've accepted, let's move on.
Okay. Because I support Hamilton. You thought I would
no. When we started this conversation weeks ago, almost a month ago, you said you feel like he's going to come based on what he did last season. You know, was at this stage he just
30-something points lead, and he.
But you know, this time around it's not at something. It's almost 90-something.
It's almost, and the way it is, I don't see Verstappen dropping it for anybody. That guy is too aggressive.
So thank God you've come back to my old job. So we are on the same page. No problem anymore.
Okay, let's move on. And also, let's tell you about boxing. Yes, it's been confirmed. We gave you that date as a tentative date last week, but it has been confirmed that fight will go on 20th of August at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And there has been this conversation that maybe because of there are concerns about human rights issues in Saudi Arabia, but it's like Saudi Arabia is trying to bring sports to step down many things a bit about the perception about their country.
I think obviously, if you remember, was it last year or last 2 years when that was in an American journalist that was killed in their embassy, and up to date nobody knows what happened. They don't want. Since then, people have been sportsmen and sportwomen have been they have been against going to Saudi Arabia. Even England at the point they protested the English players that they don't want to go and play at the World Cup in Qatar in Saudi Arabia. But at the same time, it also happened in tennis. They offered Tiger Woods, I think $1 billion to come and play, and some other players. They offered some other player. Tiger Woods turned it down, but some other player, because of the financial, you get what they tend to get from it, they also accept it. I think Saudi knows that obviously they have the money. They have the money. So they feel like they've tarnished their image. The only way they can get people back is through sport, and we know the impact of sport in all areas of life. So they feel like through sport, maybe they can get people to get to like them as a person, as a nation. It's a good one for them. I hope the fight goes down. I hope it goes down, and I pray and I wish and I hope that Anthony wins this one.
Do you see Anthony winning that fight against Alexander Usyk?
Obviously, every part of me as a good Nigerian, and every part of me wants Anthony to win.
You want Anthony to win.
But
is it possible for him to win?
I think it's possible. I think it's a 50-50 chance. I think like I said, their last fight is not encouraging, but like he said he's going to change his tactics. Okay. I hope he has learned something from the last fight. I hope from there he learns his lesson and become much more tactical, because I feel like he wasn't tactical enough against Usyk. That was his own downfall. That was his own undoing. But this time around, I think if he can step up his game, cover his flaws, I think he can win the match.
Okay, let's cross over to tennis. Naomi Osaka, she won't be participating in the Wimbledon Open. Yes, that lady. Is it not time maybe she take a sabbatical 1 year, 2 years and come back? But the 2 years, can she still come back and claim something?
I think 2 years is too much for Naomi Osaka rather. I think if you say it's fine, because these days for the past how many months there, but it's been from one injury to the other. This time I think he said it's his Achilles. Is that not what she said? She said it's Achilles. Okay. I feel like and she said she will not be playing at the Wimbledon Open. That Wimbledon is in August, so I think she will be out for like months. I feel like if I was the one, I think she should take as much as 6 months to a year rest. Just try to figure out ourselves, rest our muscle, and try to at least deal with the pressure a bit and deal with the injuries a bit, enjoy ourselves. Then maybe when she's calm and when she's settled, she can come back to play tennis. Because this injury here and there is not helping her career. So I think she probably needs time off to settle herself. And there was a time also she talked about depression too, being depressed and everything. So I feel like she should just take some time off from tennis, relax a bit, and also deal with her injury problems.
No matter the stage, there's still room for greatness. No matter the stage, there's a bit of greatness in every man. There's power to rise, there's power to conquer, there's power inside, there's a gift of power in every man.
The greatest that we can be. We've got power to fight.
Yes, we'll get champions making history all over the world. And over the weekend, the Nigerian, the sensation Tobi Amusan. Yes, she has been tipped by the former, our first Olympic gold medal winner, Chioma Ajunwa, Tobi Amusan to win gold medal in the forthcoming Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games after her outstanding feat at the Paris Diamond League on Saturday. Yes, we talked about this last week. Tobi Amusan, one of the gold medalists in the African Championship, Athletics Championship. Now she went on and broke African record at Paris, France over the weekend. Amusan, in fact, she's in a class of her own right now.
I think right now, Tobi Amusan is also in a class of Blessing Okagbari, of what's this other lady then now? The one that later rose to become, I think she
Onyale.
was Mary Onyali. She's Tobi Amusan. I think as she at the moment she's on fire. She's in form. She broke the record she had set earlier. I think it was last weekend at the African Athletics Championship. And she this time around she bettered her own, because even there was a sport analyst that listened to her said that before this race that they happened this weekend, that his fear is that if he was going to put up that kind of performance in Birmingham, I think that performance would not be good enough. But unfortunately, she went there and still proved people like that, still prove them wrong that she could do better. I think if she continues like this, she's going to. It's not about Birmingham. It's not only at Birmingham. I think at Oregon too. She's at the Olympics at Oregon. She's also going to win if she continues like this, keep getting better and keep doing things right. I think she's going to probably win good for us at the World Commonwealth Olympic and Commonwealth Games and the Olympic. I think she's good. She's gone in for good.
But what does this spell for our athletics?
I think if you look at this athletics, people like Tobi Amusan, this other lady, if you look at them very closely, you feel like you understand that they don't train in Nigeria. But personally, that's why you've seen that our athletic federation, our athletics from local base are struggling to do well. Even if you look at the facilities here, from where I was able to get, I think they said is it the one in Delta? Which one is the only one that is very functional? It's not even like the classic. It's not up to. The equipment is not up to date. But at the same time, but you see them, the ones that excel. If you follow them closely, you can tell that they train abroad, outside, but yet because of the patriotism they have, they still carry the flag and the color of Nigeria. I think if Nigerian, it's not even, I don't think it's the fault is from the Nigerian Athletic Federation. Is the funds even available for them? Is the sport ministry even taking them serious? Because obviously the only two sports that the sport ministry takes serious is either football or basketball. You understand? So I feel like more attention needs to be given to them. More they should give them more equipment so that these guys can really compete. It's not as if we go to the Olympic. The last Olympic we went, we didn't get any medal. It was even our Paralympic athletes that won.
We're always good on Paralympics.
We are very good at that. What about the real? So that's these things are very, very disheartening. People that.
Okay, victory is sure. Let's look at another place where victory seems to be sure, and we'll cross carpet to football. And right now we go to the AFCON, that is the African Women Cup of Nations, African Women Cup of Nations, coming down in Morocco from July the 2nd. And the big story, two of the Falcons, Desire Oparanozie and Ihezue has been dropped from the squad because they couldn't secure ticket to cross over because of, according to Oparanozie, she said some border restrictions and the rest of them. Remember, she plays for China and the COVID-19 restrictions and the rest of them. So going to AFCON, what is our expectations from the Super Falcons?
I think Super Falcons, I think obviously, Cardinal, if we're going to be sincere with ourselves, they are not as dominant as they used to be before. Okay. Countries like South Africa are catching up with so fast. Countries like Cameroon also, they are catching up with so fast. I feel like it's I think they are called the local champion. They are just like the Egypt of Africa. They've won it 9 times. Like they are going for the record 10 times.
La Decima.
Okay, so our own version of La Decima. They are our own version of La Decima. I think obviously they will always do good at the local, at the continental level. But once they go to international level, that's when they get shown their place. I think at the championship, obviously, I feel like they will do well. They will do probably well, but it's left to be seen. But the rate at which South African football is growing and every other thing, if they get complacent, if they get relaxed, now okay, we are the champion. I think they are in for a surprise. And people, a person like Akpara Nozida has won the championship with them. I think it was 4 times. He had won 4 times with them. I think it's a very, 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 very big blow for not coming. She's someone with the experience. I think she came into the limelight with people like Ashaola. I think they came into limelight almost at the same time. It's a big blow for us. I feel like the lady rather that was called. I don't know. I've not read her profile. I don't know her that much. I feel she stepped up into that shoe and deliver like Okpara Nozide will always do.
But I believe maybe it is time for the likes of Monday Gift to step up a bit and take what belongs to them. And also, yes, let's still with football. The federal government has directed that the NFF elections be held in September. Remember that also the tenure of this present government will also end in that September. But this, according to the sports minister, yes, he said the federal government through the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development has asked the Nigerian Football Federation to hold election into its executive committee in September. Yes, the sports minister Sunday Dare quoted the president. President Muhammadu Buhari has given the directive in a letter addressed to the FIFA NFF President Amaju Pinnick. Buhari also quoted as directing that instrument of football administration in the country, the NFF status, be amended to include other stakeholders. Well, maybe it's like we are going to see what happened in basketball coming to football right now. And I know FIFA doesn't take a chill about interference in football. Can the sports minister, yes, NFF knows that election is in September. Can the sports minister just become a bit? Let's see how it will turn out.
I think that's obviously what they need to do, Cardinal. I think they need to become a bit and let go. I think Melvin Amaju Pinnick has said after the Nations Cup disaster that he was not going that. I think he was that once this tenure is over, I think it's done. And I think whoever is coming, I think the NFF is matured enough to conduct an election without the interference of the sport ministry. I feel like the sport ministry, provided it hasn't got into the basketball situation, they should just let them be organized, let them conduct an election. If after election they are now rank or thereabout, then they can come in and probably, okay, fine, let us intervene and sort out issue. For now, I think NFF is matured enough to see the election through.
And talking about NFF being matured enough, Amaju Pinnick is a member of FIFA Executive Committee. So I believe that that also can't fly with that order. But Amaju Pinnick knows what to do. Yeah. Okay, let's cross over to the MPFL, Nigerian Professional Football League, and tell you what happened over the weekend. Yes, the results. On Saturday, Abia Warriors 3, Kano Pillars 2, Enugu Rangers 0-0 with Rivers United. Heartland of Owerri 1-0 it ended against Katsina United, and Niger Tornadoes defeating Nasarawa United 1-0 in the Akwa Ibom Derby. Dakada FC beating Akwa United 3-1. Kwara United Sunshine 1-0. MFM defeating Enyimba for the first time in history. MFM is getting points from Enyimba home and away. 2-1 it ended. Enyimba scoring first with Victor Mboma, the guy that have sided day with MC Oran. Yes. Plateau United 1, Gombe United 1, Remo Stars 3, and Lobby Stars 1. Wiki Tourist 1-1 it ended against Shooting Stars. Any surprises?
I think the surprise for me was Gombe United getting a draw at
Plateau United.
I didn't see that coming because I obviously felt Plateau United should be at least beat Gombe.
Are they under a spell? If Rivers United loses, they go on to lose. If Rivers United draws, they go on to draw.
I don't know. I think
are they under a spell of Rivers United?
I don't think it's a spell. I think it has to do with the fixtures they are having when Rivers also have their fixtures. I obviously felt like Rivers United will get a draw. You know, we have talked about the whole form of Enugu Rangers at the weekend because they are not too good at home. So I thought that, okay, Rangers will get a draw. I think all Rangers need to do right now is if Plateau United doesn't win the next match, Rangers or Rivers United have already won the league. Once they don't win the next match, and I think they are both going away, right? Their next fixtures, they are both going away. If you can, I think they are going away. They are both going away. So if Plateau United does not win, I think Rivers are already crowned champions.
Yes, next games, Akwa United versus Plateau United and Nasarawa United versus Rivers United.
So they are both going away. So if Plateau United does not win that match, whatever happens to Rivers United, they've won, even if they lose. Because obviously after that match, they'll be left with 3 matches. And 3 matches
and 10 points.
And they have 10 points already. So whatever happened to Rivers United, provided Plateau United does not get a win or a draw, I think they are done.
Okay, in the midweek there will be outstanding fixtures. Kano Pillars versus Dakada United and Niger Tornadoes. We finish up with Lobby Stars. That's it on the Nigerian. Okay, let's also look at the relegation table. Dakada on 17 points. Heartland on 18 position. Dakada on 40 points with 17 position. And Kano Pillars 39 points. MFM Rock Bottom 36 points. Who likely? Well, it's like is settling down the relegation table. Do you see any one of them surviving from this drop?
I think the only person that I think will probably survive from that drop for me, I think MFM will go, Dakada will probably go, and Lobby Stars will go. I think the rest is between Lobby and I think Lobby and one person, but Dakada and MFM.
Okay, Lobby are 16th. They are 40 points. Dakada 40 points, 17th. Heartland 40 points, 18th, and Niger Tornadoes are 42 points, and they are 15th. So it's still revolving.
I think it has to do with. I think now I understand. I think it has to do with MFM will go for sure. Everybody knows that. I keep saying that every day. MFM will go. Then after MFM, I think the next person will go for me. Dakada. Though Dakada has been pulling good results recently. I think Dakada and probably it's between Atlant and Lobby Stars. But both of them, I think I like both of them. I like Lobby Stars. They have a pedigree in the league, and Atlant too, they have a pedigree. But obviously, I think both of them have not been. I hope both of them doesn't go. But if it has to come between, I think Dakada and MFM will go. But the third person that will join them is who I don't know.
You are attaching emotions to this. Okay, let's look at the third position. Remo Stars 53 points, Enugu Rangers 52 points, Kwara United 52 points, Enyimba 51 points. All from third to sixth, they are separated with 2 points.
I think on this third to sixth position, I think I would have loved, I told you from the onset, I have a soft spot from Remo because coming from the NNL and they've done so well. Like I didn't expect them to get as high as the third position. But I think because probably are going to be representing us on the continent, and I don't think they have the experience. But probably you want to tip somebody like Enyimba and
my club.
I know, obviously. There's this other person too.
Is it Kwara United? They were close. They were close last season. Enugu Rangers.
I think I would rather want between. Though if Remo Stars goes, I would love it. But I think because of the experience and everything, let's Enyimba, you're Enyimba, so that we'll have a peaceful show the next time when the list comes to an end. So I pray that let's say Enyimba or Enugu Rangers goes.
Okay, let's go over to Europe and yes, international football. Okay, first point of call. Okay, gradually we are running out of time. Yeah. Yes, Sadio Mane will be in Munich tomorrow to complete his transfer to Bayern Munchen. Are you surprised by that deal? In fact, for me, I told someone that I want Liverpool to pay for that transfer.
You are not the only one, Sir Cardinal, because I said I have a very soft spot for Sadio Mane, and I think Liverpool has not been very, 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 very. I don't think they've been, and they acted like an ingrate for me because obviously a player is saying is other clubs will beg a player because if that kind of player who is very important to you wants to leave, you can even Pogba I beg your pardon. Pogba has been playing very badly in my club. Man used to give him an improved contract before he turned it down. From what I was able to gather, but I think somebody like Sadio Mane says he's leaving. I think Liverpool should have probably what do you want? Just talk to the player. If it's an improved contract he wants, give it to him because he deserves it. But before even says he's leaving, you already got a replacement for him, and then you said that you obviously you told the player okay, you don't care. If you want to go, you can go. So I feel like Sadio Mane going to. I think everybody has won, but I want, like you rightly said, Cardinal, I think I want Liverpool to play. I want them to lose every other trophy they get. Maybe they want to this season. This next season, I want them to feel the impact of Sadio Mane so much that they feel like they'll bite their tongue that why did we let him go?
Okay, Raheem Sterling to Manchester, to Chelsea.
Raheem Sterling to Chelsea. When I saw the deal, I don't buy that I don't buy that signing for Chelsea and for both Raheem Sterling. I don't think Raheem Sterling kind of player can fit into the Chelsea setting. I don't know. I stand to be corrected though. I pray for him. I will always wish every player well, regardless of where they are heading to. I hope he gets there and settle down and he work fine. But I think it's a very tricky transfer for me.
Okay, another big transfer. Marina will be leaving Chelsea after a few years in charge. Remember the new owners. Okay,
Yeah.
Chelsea chairman Bock to step down after 19 years, and also she will be followed by Marina, who will be leaving in the next few weeks. It's like the transformation is coming to Chelsea right now.
Obviously, when the new owner took over, we obviously know that, okay, fine, there's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be changes from, apart from the administrative part, there's going to also be some few changes in the technical part of the team. Well, I wish them well. I wish both of them well.
Okay, Inter Milan are in talks to sign Lukaku and Dybala, according to CEO. What a signing that will be.
I think obviously if Lukaku is going back to Inter Milan, it's fine by me. But Dybala, I think it looks like a betrayal to me. I feel like when he's leaving Juventus, I feel he should have left Italian Serie A as a whole. You can see what happened to this person. What's it called? This Turkish boy that left AC Milan and went to Inter. And immediately AC Milan won the league. What's it called? I'm trying to remember his name now. I think I remember. Kananogu. Yeah,
Kananogu.
The Turkish boy. I think he left AC Milan and went to Inter, and we saw the result. Immediately left, AC won the league. I think for me, I would have done what Donnarumma did when he wanted to leave. He went as far as PSG, as France. I don't think you left Juve. Juve has been where he grew up. It's probably I started his career there from what I was able to learn. So I don't think, how would you feel facing your old club?
What of Van Persie that left Arsenal to join Manchester United?
Van Persie, I didn't think Van Persie started his career from Arsenal. He wasn't like that.
He came on as a young boy.
Even as a young boy. When you're going somewhere, you're going to Inter Milan. I feel like no, I don't. It didn't work well. It's not a good transfer for me for Dybala. I think if we have gone somewhere, I would have loved that.
Okay, and that will bring us to the end of today's edition of Lagoon Sports on Lagoon Radio. Join us again on Friday by 4:30 when we'll bring you all the latest in the world of sports. Thank you, Kelvin, for stopping by.
Thank you, Cardinal, for having
me. And also thank you for listening to the program. We come again on Friday, 4:30 to 5 p.m. I am Mr. Cardinal. Keep listening to Lagoon Radio and enjoy all our programs.
This